Okay. Take two. The hitbox poll selected that I play something different, so we're on for something that I have never broadcast or even recorded before. A game from my childhood, back in the 90s. This is Gangsters Organized Crime. Recording this, especially with a live broadcast in a windowed mode, is a little bit of a challenge. I've had to do some jiggery pokery to set up some few things. I've skipped the main menu as a result, simply because of how it looks and all this, and I went ahead and set up our game on its own. Gangsters Organized Crime is it's a simulation game where you are a gangster, a gang lord, one of four in the city of New Temperance, a fictitious city in the Roaring Twenties and 30s. I forget which year exactly, and I was hoping it would say on the on our sheet here. Pretty sure it's the 20s though. Wouldn't have that much fun time in the 30s. Nothing fun happened in the 30s. Yes. And our objective here is to, well, Gangsters Organized Crime is a sandbox of sorts. We're supposed to grow and prosper by whatever means necessary here in the city. We have three other gang lords out there somewhere in the city. Somewhere. And we'll be interacting with them in one way, shape, or fashion. Now, it has been quite some time since I played Gangsters Organized Crime. It's been over a decade. I did really enjoy the game as a kid, though. And it's something that I did want to at least attempt sharing, despite the incredible obnoxiousness with trying to share it. Oh, hey, Overlord Darkwolf. So, power graphs have apparently us a little bit better than Green. I don't know what the hell Green did at the start, but he did something naughty. New Temperance Tribune, gang warfare comes to town. So just week one here, we've all set up shop. We have Grimith Jack Reaper. I do believe this is the first game where whenever asked to provide like a nickname moniker, I was like, Jack, sure. And so that's how it's carried forward into my internet name and what have you. We have here the Green Team, who is the Spider. We start off at peace with him, and he feels the same towards us. We have Wesley Mimi Bush. We also start off at peace with him. And Abraham Bullseye Habersham. We start off with peace with him. We don't have any female gang warlords. A pity, to be sure. But we do have some ethnic minority displays here. I like it. I like it. So, I put a strong start for all of the gangs, but all of us are pretty weak. Each of us only have an office here, a singular office. It's a illegal building where all of our operations are run. This primary office is where the gang boss is. Should your gang boss die, which is you, you're dead. The office is hidden behind a tenement block, which is, for those of you who don't know what tenements are, basically like stacks of cheap residences. And we're making a... I mean, it's not the worst profit I've ever seen, but then again, I do have a strong economy enabled. This wonderful Erminio Weasel Rykoff is doing a good job. Now, our office, as noted, is hidden behind the tenement block. The office is one of many illegal businesses that you can set up in Gangsters Organized Crime. We'll probably be setting up a few. Also, I do know quite a bit about the game. I have done some modding for it, although there's no modifications here, just the 1.4 patch. This is the GOG version of the game. But I'm glad to see that some tricks of mine will still hold. Like, for example, let's click on this abattoir, which is a slaughterhouse here. You know, it's close to us, and it's actually part of our territory, because we start with some basic territory. And he's paying us protection money, $50 a week. Now, the interface here could have me do some cheese and click this hidden return to base button, and all of a sudden I own the abattoir. Shit, son of a bitch. And I could do this with a lot of different buildings in the game, and all of a sudden I own them because I'm a sorcerer. We won't be doing any of that because, I mean, who wants to be a sorcerer? Not me. But I thought I'd show that off. That's how I could own the entire city. We've got some other places, too, out there in the world. We've got our newspaper stands. We've got our radio stations. We've got churches. We have the FBI headquarters full of incorruptible people. They cannot be bribed. They will not be stopped. They will hunt down your illegal businesses, and they will detain you. City Hall, where the mayor reigns, you can bribe him, although he does cost a pretty penny. The fire department, whatever. We have some department stores, we have a labor exchange, hospital, mail office, school. Where's the police hiding at? I don't see their shield anywhere. Oh, here it is. Very far away from us. Good. Police department, this is where the police chief and the individual police officers start from. This is their office, their headquarters. That's insane, Steve. Very much so. So yeah. And somewhere out there, as noted, are the other three gang lords. I don't know where their base is right now, so I can't see them on the map. But I will discover them. There's a lot of different displays you can put on this map. You can assign areas to your lieutenants that we'll get to. You can look at the various buildings that are in your territory. You can look at the land values. You've got security. You've got hostility. It'll have building types, like if you're looking for a specific building type for whatever reason. That's primarily to set up illegal businesses, because different building types present different value for the illegal businesses. You can see a report on recent crime, recent events, and crime hotspots, and you can clear all of your map key. Diplomacy, as we noted, we're currently set at peace with everyone, and we can see all of the gangsters that we know they have, and sort them by various values. We have a lawyer. Well, we don't have a lawyer, but we have a lawyer tab. The only thing that we can see without a lawyer here is the most wanted, and currently there's no one there. We also have an accountant tab for when we hire an accountant, and we get a basic rundown of our income and expenses. Currently we're losing a slight bit of money, but we start with a bit of total wealth due to the strong economy and value I have set up. And now for the primary part of the management here. We have our hoods to manage. We're just going to go ahead and demote this man. And take a look at the pool. So, gangsters. We start with 10 of them. There's 9 in this pool, and there's a 10th one who is running my tenement business. And there's a variety of values assigned to them that determine how good they are at a thing. Intelligence, you want every hood to have. That determines how smart or stupid they are in their choice making. Organizations primarily for lieutenants, and business runners. Business is primarily for business runners. Then you have a various amount of combat skills, arson, explosives, intimidation, driving, and stealth. One of the bug glitch things in this game is that like individuals who are set up to be like business or lieutenant hoods end up accidentally being slated to have more like arson and fists than organization and business due to a quirk in the coding. And I've left that as default for the time being, just to show that off. I always wondered as a kid, though, why so many damn gangsters had stupid, useless arson skill. That's quite alright. We're going to set ourselves up a new gang right now. There's some graphical glitching happening over here. Artifacting. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. Not without me setting up a gigantic VMware virtual machine. Doesn't have to be gigantic. So, we're going to create ourselves a new squad by promoting this hood right here. He's the smartest and the best at organization, and I want him to do things for me. He'll cost us extra money. Now, we can sack people, which fires them. We can kill people. We can demote them. And we can see a team's attributes or whatever. You can have up to 10 hoods in a squad, and as you can see, you can have up to 8 lieutenants. You can assign them firearms as well as vehicles. Now we're going to actually assign all of the intelligent people, and by that I mean 4 stars, except for this guy, on over to this squad. Actually, woo, whoa. Excuse me, sir. Well, that's I like your business acumen there. Pretty good at this. We're gonna find a great place for you, don't you worry. Yeah, we're gonna find a great place for him. He's gonna be running a thing or two for us. Probably gonna be a whorehouse. I'll probably set up a whorehouse. Just give me some time. We'll have to see what's around. Okay. So this will be a team that's devoted to recruitment. This team is going to go hit up the bars. Oh, excuse me. The pool halls and the gyms to find more hoods to work on the team. Whereas this wonderful man right here, Benjamin, Thunder. Thunder is going to be leading this team called Extortion, where we're going to be taking everyone's money. That's pretty important. Yes. Taking money is important. Alright. So, you guys get the car. 4 people, 1 car. Cars, rather expensive. Even this little shitty coupe, 3,000. Trucks, slower than coups, also cost 3,000, but they can carry shit. Your Roadster Speedster here, the fastest of the 3 you can buy, 5 grand. A variety of different guns as well, from bombs, to pistols, to rifles and shotguns, to Tommy guns, and to twin pistols, which are more expensive than Tommy guns. I personally like rifles. They are the longest reaching weapon in the game, but I don't like to give any of my hoods weapons at the start, because I don't like them to start shit. Now there's 3 ways to win this game. One's by killing all of the other gang lords. That's the hardest difficulty. The second option is to become mayor of New Temperance, and the third option is to go straight, where you quit the criminal business and you have enough money to basically just be financially independent. Alright. But currently we're here on week 1. We're not going to go too crazy with any of the shit that we're going to do. Let's assign some orders. Personnel orders is to recruit. I just basically want you guys to recruit everywhere. You're not going to be able to do that all during the working week, which is Monday through Friday. But I want you to hit up as many places as you can. And they'll tell me when it's too much. Basically just actually stay north of the river. Hit up the dock and the labor exchange, because those are the best places to find hoods. Yes, we're in not Chicago. We're in the city of New Temperance. Is that good? Good. Smarter lieutenants will give you a better idea of what they can do. This pie here, the circle, represents how much time they think they'll need, which is in red, and how much time they think they'll have available, which is in white. They can conduct their hours basically between Monday and their work between Monday and Friday, and then at the end of Friday, they pretty much just get the weekend off, because that's what's in the Hood Union. Alright, so we have extortion here. Extortion's not too valuable in this game, in my opinion, but it's a nice earner here at the beginning. And rather than raiding people, which we will do soon, probably next week once I get some more hoods, we can just work on establishing some territory. So we're going to extort businesses. It is a minor crime to extort people. And you can do that entire block. 3 of you. And then, well, I could probably modify that to just have 4 of you do that. And over there as well. Now the last guy, whichever guy this lieutenant chooses, is going to collect money from these places. And you're also going to modify the protection amount of money that they pay to be low. You can be very exorbitant with the amount of protection money you demand from people, but I'm a good guy. Alright, that is what the orders have been decreed. We're good to go here. Yes, extortion is a minor crime. With that in mind, we're going to hit the streets and begin the working week, which is amazingly fascinating. It also runs incredibly fast, even at the slowest speed level, much quicker than I'm used to, courtesy of how powerful my computer is. So, if we pause the game, I forget my hotkeys here. We begin the working week and transition to an active map. Currently, you can see that my red dots here have poured out of the tenement block, and they are heading about their jobs. Now, one way for you to spot other gang lord people is if you look around the entire city and see a bunch of other circles that have poured out of a building, perhaps with a car or a few parked nearby, because all of your cars end up getting inconspicuously parked near that building. That light blue sphere there is a police officer. And if I zoom in closer to the map, you can see him in action. That's X-Chew there. We can give our hoods simple orders here on the map. We can tell them to kill someone, assault someone, tail someone, go to someone, or flee. Typically in the beginning, and I like my hoods to flee. I don't much care for them getting into long, drawn-out fights. FBI headquarters here full of incorruptible FBI officers who will investigate your illegal businesses and you and attempt to shut your ass down. So there we go. Up here at the top, there's some various messages that'll come flashing at us, or we can enable some overrides so that we don't get bothered. We can do a bigger overlook here. Or, of course, a more zoomed-in overlook. Actually. Let me see if I can find some people to follow along with. You're recruiting a hood. You're extorting. So you guys can enjoy the amazing sound effects. We'll follow this guy who's collecting...
It's time to pay up. Whatever you say.
I don't know how good the sound volumes are for the broadcast. We're not playing the music like we should be. I might have fucked up something in the options that I'll have to check on, because we should be listening to some beautiful music. The music in this game is not that bad.
The boss wants his money.
Whatever you say.
Down there is our clock, ticking from Monday to Friday. It has different speed levels. We're currently on the slowest speed level. Isn't that bad? Just to allow us to enjoy our environs here. And follow one of these men who are looking to extort. He needs to just get to his extorting place. We can increase the size of these individual views. I just chose not to.
It's time to pay up.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, that band's in a hurry.
You gonna pay for insurance?
Okay, okay.
People just enjoying their lives, having a good time. Advancing started money. Oh, there we go. I got some hoods then, the cat. We're gonna go out and recruit. I like it. These fine gentlemen are busy walking to establishments where they're going to be recruiting. Not everyone got to use the car. And I didn't have a car for everyone, nor did I buy a car for everyone. Perhaps I should have. Alright, we're now on Tuesday. We'll go ahead and speed it up a bit. And follow along with these glorious recruiting people. See what they're going to be up to. Oops. That's not good. Come back! There we go. Gosh, how far are you guys going? Oh. Oh boy. Now that right there was a "I've spotted someone" message. These are the most obnoxious of messages, but they can clue you into things. Like, say, for example, we're spotting a member of the Orange Gang here in the Central City area, north of the river. That's not really a fucking surprise. That guy's probably also out on a recruitment mission. So I'm actually going to tell the game to not bother telling me those messages. They are annoying. I don't want the game to slow down just because they spotted someone. I can look at the spotting things after the working week. God damn it, I did it again. I'm not used to the mouse speed. My mouse moves pretty damn fast right now. Nope. Wonder if I'm going to hear the recruiting sound effects. Probably not, because I had the game running too fast. Pity. Maybe I will now. Nope. Oh, well. Yep. The little cutesy sound effects. Did you finish with what you wanted to do? I guess so. I guess he's done with his orders. Good job, man. Oh, I started with, like, a few pistols. I just didn't bother to hand them to anyone. I don't want them to getting into a fight. We shouldn't be getting into fights anyway, since we're at peace with everyone. But they can change their attitude and shoot at us at any moment.
I've got an offer for you. Okay.
Alright, great. And there's other little clips like that too, but I don't have time here, man. I'm running an entire enterprise, man. Let's just take off here. Now, if anyone fails an order, or if the fight happens, I'll get a notification for that, and the game will slow down. He's returning to base, and he succeeded with that. Good work. And we'd see the awesome duo here, and work. We can have a beautiful view of them on the street level while I'm over here looking at a rooftop view. We're already in Thursday right now. Yes, I am Eggman. And there's a 5th speed level. I'm currently on the 4th. 5th speed level would pretty much have us instantly done with the week. That setting ran a bit slower for me on an older computer, but with this modern computer, this machine from 2013, it would just be finished in a snap. So I think the 4-speed setting's good enough. And watch this beautiful city, this dynamic action with all the civilians at work. And week 1 has ended. Now, some people here are appealing for funds. This is a great way to increase your popularity. Make people happy with you. Now, overall power rating, I've gone up in that. Assets, I am in last. But territory here, I said, fuck it, I'm taking up land. Manpower, we're all pretty equal because we haven't really recruited anyone yet. My gang loyalty is higher for reasons. I'll take it, though. Now, something I need to do is fix this music. Sound effects are working just fine, though. I'll need to take care of that. Let me go ahead and save as week 2. Don't know why the game sound's not running. Well, the game music's not running, rather. It should definitely be. I might have fucked up something in the options whenever I set this game up. It's pretty easy to do. Let me see if I can check. The hypest clicking action in the dark, available to you anywhere on glorious Hitbox today. Or YouTube, because I might even upload this to YouTube. Shit. No. I also didn't play the opening cinematic for you guys. Oh shit, that was an oversight. Oh well. Alright, there's the music running just fine. Oh, maybe it's not running properly because of how I have it windowed. Huh. Well, shit. I didn't think of that. Did not even consider that. No. It's not running. You know what? I'll just have it on like a VLC, you know, running in the background. Yeah, I can run the music in the background just fine. Yeah. That's how I roll. I got wheels and shit. Okay, go ahead and see if I can load this. Alright. We're back to action. Hopefully the music volume is not too obnoxious or intrusive, although I might have to turn it down on my end. The sound cues won't perfectly fit with the menus because there's different like tracks for the main menu, for this screen, and then for the working week screen. So, we spotted only members of the Orange Gang, and they weren't close to me at all, so that's not a problem. That guy was on an order to recruit. Again, not a surprise. Okay. So how did you guys do with last week's orders? Perfect. I'll adjust that volume a bit more. Cut down the volume of VLC. There we go. Yes, so our territory has increased. We can't have warehouses as part of our territory, though we can buy the warehouses. We even have the docks in our territory as well, which isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things. Docks here do pay out a nice chunk of money per week, and in general, money is going to be easier to come by, courtesy of the fact that I do have a strong economy running in this game. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and take a look at the various building types that I currently have in my territory. Control businesses here. We don't have anything too sexy, unfortunately. Pretty much just a bunch of tenement blocks. And a bunch of industrial stuff. Although we do have a candy store nearby. Now, you set up illegal businesses in this game in the center of a block, like how we have our office here right now. So in order to buy the land there to set up a thing, you need, of course, to own the, an exterior business. Larian with technical terms. Neat. Well, I increased the volume of the entire game there a bit. Let's see whether you can enjoy the sound effects of people chiming at each other or not. Right. So, point being that I'm going to need to control a bit more. This is pretty much just industrial and residential. I can't do a whole lot with this, at least what I want to do with it. So I'll probably expand more out into controlling commercial stuff. I don't have any real great earning potential right here, either. The FBI headquarters. The great department stores are located away from me, as is the bank. So it's pretty hard for me to put them in my territory. All of your hoods start out at one of your offices. You can build more offices. And so the further away they are from enforcing things, the harder it is for you to really effectively control that. Hope that sounds reasonable. In general, though, you'll find each of the four gangs near one of the four quarters. We can see that Orange has this in their territory because one of my hoods tried to go to a pool hall here and noted that it was in Orange's territory, which means that they didn't really want to cooperate with me in regards to, like, recruitment. So how many hoods can we possibly recruit here? Quite a bit. We'll have them all. Yep, gotta recruit every single one of them. And on that note, everyone gets back in the pool. That's right, everyone. Don't be shy, get back in the pool. So who's the smartest now? Oh, man. Bourbon here is the smartest, but he's also shitty at organization. So we're gonna have Razor here. Who'll be leader, and we're probably gonna do some more recruitment, too. So we'll let that happen. Now, for recruiting, you want primarily intelligence, as that is a great way for the hood to convey the benefits they'll have in joining your team. But for recruitment teams, I also like to look for people who are strong at firearms as well. And I consider anyone who's strong to have 4 stars or higher. So, Oklahoma there. We'll also be putting Grizzly on the team. And we'll be putting Shadow. And I think that'll be all. Oh man, I like this track. Yeah, all these other folks are too stupid. Alright, so we'll have 4 people there for the recruitment and sort of like a boss, like, shooting people team. Although, Razor here isn't exactly very good at it. Firearms-wise, those are the best firearms people we have. Alright, that'll be fine. Let's move on instead. We'll keep on intelligence. Although, organization-wise, it's gonna be Tubbs here, I think, who's gonna lead a second team. So let's go ahead and have, although Tubbs isn't that bad at business, probably have it be Thunder again. I think Thunder's fair. Yeah, we'll throw Benjamin here, and we'll have you be Extortion once again, or probably Protection. I like to set all my dumb people for collecting protection money, because of how valueless they are. It's just not something that I don't want them to get in trouble, you understand? This guy isn't that bad. Folks who are have decent intimidation, not bad to have on the squad. But really, we'll just take anyone at this point. I'm not looking for amazing specialists who are great at bombing sites, so I'll just gonna isolate the business people. So, due to our lack of blood, we will take anyone. Don't care how crummy you are, I've recruited every single one of you for a damn reason. Believe me, we will make use out of you. Although, we'll probably just promote you, Tomahawk. And we're gonna call you Protection. Your job is to collect the money, sir. And you will collect it good. Alright. Neat. Man, that guy's trash. And we've got a few business people left over. It's great. I love business people. Not the most exciting activity, I know, but it had to be done. You can't rename people. You can rename teams, but there's no J2 in this game. Yeah, some hoods are really better than others. But at this point, I'm just not going to be picky. I recruited everyone who popped up. With that in mind, I am going to, first off, set these wonderful folks here to ensure that all the money that's being collected here is low. And then I'm going to have them collect money from here. Now, you can set repeat orders. We're not going to set this to a repeat order. And he thinks that's pretty much going to take him the entire time. That's fair. Extortion team. I want you guys to get me more territory. Now, I don't expect you to perfectly succeed on this. I expect you guys to run out of time because it's going to be so far. but I want you guys to scoop up as much of this as you can. Okay?
I can only do this much.
Alright, man. You can only do that much. Perfectly Red, I don't expect him to actually do that much. Now, recruitment team. They get the car. I don't see any businesses that I really want to purchase around here yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I will send our friends to go engage in some, let's just say, acts of mischief, we'll call them. Yes. Acts of mischief. Also, prices for guns. Pistols are 100. Your shotguns and rifles are both 750. Tommy guns are 2 grand. Twin pistols are 3 grand, and bombs are 500. I do like rifles, though. They are my preferred weapon, simply because of how they outrange everything. Beyond that, I do like the twin pistols. Tommy guns are good for folks who aren't that great at firearms, as they can spray and pray. At least from my experiences. So I'm going to spend some of my hard-earned money, although I haven't really earned much of anything, as you can see. I'm keeping track of profit, taxes due and paid, and it'll also keep track of risky money. We're about to get ourselves some risky money here, folks. And we're going to do this by, go on a raid, for lack of a better word. We're going to go on a raid. We're going to hit up some places that aren't in our territory, that are full of money and profit, and we're going to rob them, okay? That includes any building that is big sized, including department stores. Now, another cheesy thing that you can do in this game, I think it's cheesy, is that you can constantly raid the same building in the same week, and it won't, like, whenever you raid a building to, like, steal it, like, money, like a robbery, it doesn't reset, like, the building's, like, profit and market value until after that working week. So you can tell a team to constantly rob one building. It's quicker for them to do that, and you can make out like a fucking bandit. I don't like doing that. It's like, oh, we robbed them, let's turn around and pick up all the money that we left back there again. You know, shit like that. I know, they robbed the same bank 12 times this week. I do like to hit up different places. Although it does take time, and that's sad. It's also, what's probably impacting that even more is that I'm setting all 4 people to do that. I can just probably have 2 at a time handle it. Like, 2 of you go do this, and I should probably get them a second car then. One of you guys, take a speedster. 5 Gs. I don't think all 4 of you need to be in on this. I don't think any of you will die, and in fact, you'll probably kill a person or 2. Not the most exciting action, but it's going to be exciting whenever they go bust some nuts and take some money. Now, if I had a truck, you could raid from places that allow you to steal goods, and if I had a place that could store those goods, like a warehouse or a business that sold those goods, then I could cart them to that warehouse or that business where I had those things to sell. Perhaps a mistake, but I'm not going to be recruiting this week. I could probably be sending less intelligent people to handle this raiding, but I am not. So that I could recruit with my intelligent people. But I could also probably not worry about extorting so much. Let's look at banks. There's 4 banks that aren't large banks, but they're pretty damn far away. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Tell you what, that's probably good enough. That's not filling out their time chart perfectly. Although I could probably find other places of value to steal from. Like a shoe store, or a candy store, or a finance company. Yeah! So, steal that, and then go to the candy store and bring me back a goddamn candy bar. And then, after you do that, Give me some new fucking clothes, man. Beautiful. They probably won't get all that done, but Jesus, this bow tie, man, it's killing me. I would think I'm the only person who, other than maybe J2, who's interested in going back to playing Payday. That fucking Lethal's done with it. SKS, I think, would be okay with it, but he was the least available among us anyway. I'm also noticing that my mouse pointer here is... Fascinating. Fascinating. Well, that's a graphical effect. Can I make that go away? Beautiful. I fucked up. God damn it, I fucked up my recording window for that for nothing. Alright. So there's some graphical problems with trying to record this game in a windowed mode. There you go. But yeah. There's that. J2, I mean, he's all gung-ho for playing different things, but he also has shitty availability, and, he's pretty much ditched me on the SmackDown vs. Raw stuff that we were doing, so I'm not entirely amenable to be working with him on anything else. After saying, yeah, I'll get back to you, yeah, we'll organize more time to do it at some point, just leaves me twisted in the fucking wind. Cocksucker. Anyway, let's look at a character here. Alright. Say things to me. Alright. You don't even want to have the sounds for, like, beating up people when you raid something. I see how it is, game. What about it, Fluffy Woofy? Alright. So, we're not gonna hear, like, that was a stick-up or anything. We're good. Alright. Sure you will, SKS. Sure you will. Alright. These two were lucked out. They got the speedster. Then again, I think one of them is a fucking lieutenant, so it's understandable why they lucked out. So J2's schedule, from what he tells me, is that he's free one guaranteed day a week, and then the rest of it, from my understanding of his schedule, is a toss-up. I've told him before on several occasions, like, let me know when you know that you've got a free day. I would simply even just like to talk to you. And he never has. Until, recently, whenever he wanted to recruit me for doing a Crusader Kings 2 thing, which most likely will involve the Game of Thrones mod. But he sent that, a cardboard message to a number of other people. I believe, like, Lethal got one. No, I guess we're not even gonna hear, like, the sound effects of, like, people being beaten up like this is a stick-up, a robbery. You know, that's fine with me. I need to listen to those anyway. That's fine. We don't have anything to worry about. We haven't seen anyone, and if we did, I wouldn't be alerted by it. Let's just speed on through some time. Well, it's not as if I'm the most available person right now. Oh, it's not like my father died last month or anything. I'm not swimming in free time. But it's good that now when I'm available, SKS comes out of the woodwork to say, yes, I'm free! Oh. Extort order failed. At the dressmakers, huh?
You gonna pay for insurance?
I'm not paying.
I'm too far away from these people. They don't think my gang is strong enough to really impose my will upon them. And so these fine, wonderful individuals are like, eh.
Hey, this place is nice. You want to keep it that way?
Okay, okay.
Playing with viewers is an awesome idea. No, I don't. Then I could see why a viewer would think that playing with viewers is a good idea. Right, Fluffy Wolfie?
Hey, this place is nice. You want to keep it that way?
Okay, okay.
Also, I haven't ran air conditioner for this entire broadcast, and it is hurting. It's okay, though. I'll endure the pain.
Hey, you gotta pay for protection, you know.
Okay.
You gonna pay for insurance?
Whatever you say.
You know, at least we're having some awesome vocal interaction over here, right?
Hey, this place is nice. You want to keep it that way?
All right. Okay.
No, I'm gonna look at our friends who said that they didn't want to pay money. Now, this is one of the problems with extortion. And it spoils other things. Protection money isn't that profitable compared to raiding in illegal businesses.
Nice place. You ought to keep it insured.
All right, okay.
The other gangs will squabble with you over territory. And, if you have anyone who decides they don't want to pay, you have to nip that in the bud really quick, which is some criminal activity.
Hey, you gotta pay for protection, you know.
Okay, okay.
Because if you don't handle them, it's a chain effect. Other people think
You
they can get away with
gotta
not
pay for
paying.
insurance.
Okay, okay.
And yeah, no.
Hey, you gotta pay for protection, you know.
Whatever you say.
Strictures has a very effective analysis. Alright. Is there a pool over here somewhere? I saw that blue sphere. What you doing over here, buddy? You trying to recruit from somewhere? There's a pool hall over here, so I suppose that would make sense. The other gangs are interested in acquiring more hoods, and they're actually out to continue to recruit, unlike me, who stopped recruiting this week. That's not to say that I haven't played with viewers before and things. I've even recruited viewers before to do things. Some role-playing activity, shit like that. I've allowed some folks into my Team Fortress 2 things. Uh-oh. Whoa. Just flee.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell's happening over here. Whichever one of you sons of bitches think you can be so sassy as to attack me. Police is after someone, though. I wonder if a rival gang shot at me. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened in this area, but none of my hoods died. And of course, there's been, you know, some Jackbox Party Pack stuff that's been done, although admittedly, not much on my channel. But it has been done on my channel. It's been done less on my channel than it has been on others. But I've handled broadcasting some of it before. What if I think of Dungeon Defenders 2? I don't. Alright, anywho. Looks like everything's okay. We're looking good. I'm gonna be getting back to recruiting people. This damn mouse pointer. Oh, yes. The music in the background. I actually had it playing some, like, the sound background effects for, like, being in a city. Because we've, like, missed out on birds chirping and shit. Like we, well, we've been in this. Also, hello, mouse pointer. Glad to see you moved when I tapped out. Some ambient sounds of shit. Bush has told us to stay away. City Hall claims that I influenced 10% of the city. Dick Driver died. Which gang was he a part of? Blue Gang. Dick the Walrus Driver. Now, is the blue guy the one who told me to stay away? It sure is. He got pissy with me. As the nerd to get pissy with me. Also, Oof. Ooh. Ooh. So, I'm fairly powerful, and I got some money, and I have quite a bit of territory. I'm gonna lose this manpower struggle, though, for at least this week, as I need us to go back to recruiting. Gang loyalty's not that high. I committed some crimes last week, and my suspicion has gone up a bit. As a matter of fact, I'm even the only person on the most wanted list, and see, it's because I made so much money last turn that left me with a lot of risky money. So say, for example, like the FBI looks at me and says, where'd you get all that money from? Fancy that. I'm like, I don't know, officer. I got it by a... Weaving. Yes, weaving, officer. I am a professional weaver. I have a team of weavers. We engage in basket weaving in extreme environments. That's how we earned over... officer? This is why you want legal businesses in part. Kind of obfuscate that, kind of shade it away. Stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, blue team here is a little pissy at me. Didn't quite get all this done. And it's gonna be a bitch to even try and collect protection money from all this shit, too. So there is that. Anywho. We saw blue team really over in our area quite a bit. And Dick the Walrus Driver was fucking around, although we don't entirely know what he was doing. Last week's orders, we ran out of time for doing some of our raids. We got $456 from the tailors. We ran out of time to hit up the candy store. $480 from the finance company. $5,000 from a department store. 3.6 from a large bank. And we got nice amounts of change all the way around. Yes, these people who refuse to pay. Yes. We're gonna have some words with you individuals. Yes, we are. Yep. Good times. Okay, team. So, I could have said my business people to actually do some shit last turn, but I didn't. And that's a shame on me for not even setting them to do a thing, like buy a place or something. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go back to recruiting. I want to recruit an accountant, and I'm gonna set one of you sons of bitches to handle that. We're just gonna have to deal with that phantom mouse pointer, okay? And he's gonna have Dakar.
I can only do this much.
Fine. Maybe not hit up that bank that you stole shit from last time. That'd probably be naughty. Next up, let's recruit a lawyer. Just want to have him on the staff, you know? Now that's gonna take some of those cars. But that's why we're gonna buy another car? Yes. That hurts, but that was important to do. And we're gonna hit up the recruiting places again. This time we'll go south of the river. We'll probably bumble into a business, but hopefully the hood won't get killed. By a business, I mean bump into like a rival business. Hopefully not get killed. But I have no guarantee of that. I'm not entirely sure where blue is. If orange is over here, blue could just be across the river. And so running into there with a ceasefire situation could get my ass shot.
I can only do this much.
That's fine with me, although I hate you not hitting up the labor exchange. That'll do. Hey, Kisk. Extortion-wise, we're doing good here. But, there's some, people we need to teach some manners. You see, some foolish individuals thought they could, tenement block isn't lit up here. Thought they could engage in some refusal of me. And so whenever I select the smash up, the game's like, you're gonna want to punish these people, right? And as a matter of fact, game, that's correct. I do want to punish those people. Thank you for knowing that. Now when you engage in some public criminal activity, the instruction manual, which is nicely detailed, goes into like a description, like an investigative process for how like there might be bystanders around who, you know, peep or become like witnesses, and then there'll be like an investigative crew that comes out and explores the situation. We want to do this privately if we can. Send out your best person to do that. And if you could, please, send out your best person to do this. Thank you. Now, for this tenement block, I think this man needs to be taught a lesson. So we're gonna beat him the fuck up. And hopefully don't send the guys with great knife skills, because they might accidentally kill him. That's a thing that exists in this game. If those guys have amazing knife skills, they might kill him. It's a thing. Alright. Let's go ahead and set you to, I guess, just in general, collect money. How good do you think you could do if I just told you to collect from everywhere?
I can only do this much.
I don't believe you. I think you can do less than that. We'll say that much. And just set you to rebate. And also set this to be low. Because we don't need to charge him that much money. I'm a good guy. Whoops, I instinctually... Yeah, it's a feature of the game. If their knife skill are too high, they might accidentally stab a bitch. Yeah, it's a feature. Okay. So, from everyone else who decided to be smart, just go ahead and collect money. We'll set you guys on a loot there, and if there's anyone free, that's perfectly fine with me. Biz people. In biz. What kind of businesses do we have here that are controlled? We have a bank? Oh shit, we do have a bank. Oh baby, that bank will be amazing for a variety of different things. I'm probably gonna buy the bank. Milk yard. We have some news agencies. The radio station. Probably can't afford that. Real estate. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the bank. I hope I can afford that. Bank would be one of the more expensive things, and of course, if I didn't want to worry about buying it, I would use my nui hee hee discount of whoopsie daisy. Ah, shit, that's a bit too expensive for me. I want to set up an illegal business, too. Damn it. Alright, yeah, it's too valuable. Can't do that. Now, I don't just have to buy things that are within my territory, it's just the most convenient for me to sift through. I suppose I could buy a pool hall and then set up like a prize fighters ring. Hold on. Hold on a second. I need to pull up the game files here. I have one of the text files shows like a direct example of which of the buildings promotes the least suspicion, which is something that I'm very much into, as it turns out. This is pretty difficult for me to do with the Gangsters window here. Shit. Yeah, it's hard for me to access Windows so easily. And I can't move the Gangsters window too well. Shit. Alright, so that's how it's gonna be. No, don't worry, I probably got this. I didn't think navigating the game files would be that painful, but here we are. We can enjoy the jaunty tunes in the background. Oh, my dashboard chat overlay appeared there for a second, too. Imagine all the crazy things you guys might have seen. Oh, man. That was crazy. Who knows what kind of crazy, spooky content. Alright, let me just break the video here.